proceeding for a few days now. Rebuttals on accusation leveled against Igbo, Ghana, Chukwudi, Ihenetu. It is with shock that we, the members of Igbo community Ghana, received the news on a warranted and unmerited accusation and insult leveled against our Eze, Chief Jude Ihenetu, by some bloggers in various local radio, television stations, and social media. Before I will respond to all the accusations leveled against our Eze and at choosing Igbo chiefs in all the places where Igbos reside. After the civil war in Nigeria in 1970, Igbos started traveling out of Igbo land to other parts of Nigeria, Africa, and the world for greener pasture. Aside the eastern part of Nigeria was completely devastated by war and its economy was incapacitated. As a result of the exodus of Igbos out of Igbo land to other parts of Igbo, other places, Igbos established in those new places where they to come together to form welfare association to take care of each other. This is the reason Igbo are highly united anywhere they find themselves. In response to issues, establishment of Igbo chiefs in diaspora, this came up. I would like to know that person. Yes, that's how they do it. They capture it. I start afresh. Yes, start afresh. We'll start afresh. Huh? Should start afresh. Okay. Okay. Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Chief Godwin Uche Anyog, the President of Igbo Community, Ghana. And social media, television station, and radio station around the globe for some weeks now. Rebuttals on accusation leveled against Igbo, Chukwudi, Jude Ihenetu. It is with shock that we, the members of Igbo Community Ghana, received the news of unwarranted, unmerited accusation and insult leveled against our Eze, Chief Chukwudi, Jude Ihenetu, by some bloggers in various local radio, televisions, and social media outfits. Before I will respond to all the accusations leveled against our Eze, Igbo Chief Chukwudi, Jude Ihenetu, it is important to give a short story of how we, the Igbos, arrived at choosing Igbo chiefs in all the places we Igbos found ourselves. After the civil war in Nigeria in 1970, Igbo started traveling out of Igbo land to other parts of Nigeria, Africa, and the world for greener pasture. As the eastern part of Nigeria was completely devastated by war and its economy was incapacitated. As a result of the exodus of Igbos out of Igbo land to other parts of Igbo land, established in those new places where we are compelled to come together to form welfare associations to take care of each other. This is the reason Igbo are highly united anywhere they find themselves. In response to issues of establishment of Igbo chiefs in the diaspora, this issue came up as a result of United Nations prediction that Igbo language would go into extinction in 50 years' time. Based on this prediction by United Nations, Igbos all over the globe, including those residing other parts of Nigeria, came together, agreed to establish Igbo chiefs, Ezes, in every country and other parts of Nigeria where Igbos reside, to lead Igbos and establish Igbo schools where Igbo language, culture, and tradition will be taught to Igbo children and wives in such countries and communities. As a result of the above reasons, Igbos in Ghana came together and conducted election between two candidates who indicated their interest to occupy such prestigious demanding position. The election was conducted between Chief Chukwudi Ihenetu and Chief Geoffrey in 2013 at the Igbo community meeting at the Arc Center near Kwame Nkrumah, Niseleon, High Street. At the end of the election, Chief Chukwudi Ihenetu emerged as the winner with 97% of the vote casted, and he was subsequently declared as the chief of the Igbo people in Ghana, as a Igbo na Ghana. Chief Chukwudi Ihenetu has been effectively handling that position over the years to the satisfactory of Igbos and Nigerians in Ghana. Under the leadership of Chief Chukwudi Ihenetu as Igbo na Ghana, Igbos has been celebrating New Yam Festival, their traditional and culture over these years without any hindrance. During this celebration, Igbos from all over the globe, USA, UK, Europe, Caribbean, and Asia, converged in Ghana to attend the celebration, thereby promoting tourism and boosting the economy of Ghana. It is important to note that since the elevation of Chief Chukwudi Ihenetu as the SND Igbo na Ghana, he embarked on several trips to other regions in Ghana with Igbo elders to address Igbos in those regions, admonishing them to be law-abiding and to respect the law of our host nation, their culture, tradition. To the glory of God, Igbos all over Ghana has been law-abiding since all these years. The Igbos with our chief, Eze Chukwudi Ihenetu, also successfully celebrated our New Yam Festival for 12 consecutive years without any problem or casualty. It is important to note that this New Yam Festival is an annual festival celebrated by Igbos all over the world and all parts of Nigeria where Igbos are residing. This festival is a thanksgiving to God for a successful harvestation of yams from our various farms. In conclusion, on our institution of Ezeship, Igbo Chief in Ghana, we Igbo community hereby declare that Eze Chukwudi Ihenetu did not impose himself as Eze Igbo na Ghana. He was unanimously elected by Igbos in Ghana to be their traditional leader. With regards to accusation leveled against Eze Chukwudi Jude Ihenetu and Igbos in Ghana on acquisition of lands and plans to establish Igbo Kingdom in Ghana, we hereby write to completely refute such accusation. It has come to our attention that statements and accusations are circulating on the social media regarding the alleged acquisition of 50 acres of land, 250 plus in Mingo in the Greater Accra region by Igbo leader in Ghana, Eze Ohazurome one of Igbo, to create an Igbo village. We want to state unequivocally and without reservation that we have not currently acquired any land in Mingo or elsewhere in Ghana for the purpose of establishing Igbo village. We understand this accusation emanated from an interview granted to Crystal Television in 2013. This interview was followed up to his Ezohazurume's of Igbo coronation in 2012. We wish to clarify that the plan discussed in that interview never materialized due to a series of issues surrounding the rightful ownership of the land in question. This led to the cancellation of those plans as far back as 2014, and there is currently no plot of land in Ghana that has been embarked for an Igbo village. Our Igbo leader, having been a resident of Ghana since 1995 and married to a Ghanaian businesswoman, has a deep respect for the culture, laws of the nation Ghana. We Igbos will never engage in any activity that would mar the strong, cordial relationship between Igbo people residing here and the Ghanaian communities. Our leaders comment to being a law-abiding resident has been unwaveringly throughout his stay in Ghana, a message he constantly conveyed to Igbo community with absolute clarity. We reiterate that we presently have not acquired any 50 acres of land or land to be used as Igbo village in Ghana. It is important to note here that our Igbo leader, Ezohazurume, is still residing in his private residence in Accra, where he has been living before his elevation as Ezendibo in Ghana. He has not acquired any land to build his palace or Igbo village in any part of Ghana. We want to assure Ghana government, traditional authorities or institutions, Ghanaians in general, that our Igbo leader and Igbo people in Ghana are not struggling for Ghanaian kingship, culture, tradition with our host community. We are not struggling for ownership of land with our host community. Neither are we going to impose our tradition and culture on Ghanaians. All we are trying to do is to inculcate our tradition, culture, language in our children born in Ghana and our non-Igbo wives, Ghanaians, Togolese, Ivorians, and Beninese. In conclusion, we want to remind Ghanaians that our cordial relationship predicted Ghana and Nigeria independence was. We pray that we and Ghana will maintain such cordial relationship to the glory of God. We want to remind Ghanaians that a lot of Igbo men are married to Ghanaian women and had many children with them. It is therefore obvious that many Igbo men has come to stay permanently in Ghana and therefore will not want to engage in anything that will tarnish their image. Even our Igbo leader is married to a beautiful Ghanaian traditional title woman from Central Region. With all above narrative, we plead that Ghana government's traditional institution and Ghana citizens should ignore the circulating mischievous work of bloggers whose aim is to create bad blood between Ghana and Igbo people in Ghana. We remain forever loyal and submissive to the Ghana government, tradition, and laws of Ghana. Thank you so much, and may God bless us all. Okay. And I also want to explain certain issues, because we know that the Igbo community has a rebel group, and we believe strongly that they are the ones masterminding all these things. Why do I say that? Because when this case in Igbo the election was conducted in Igbo community, not everybody, at least the 3% people that did not vote and those that did not come, some people grouped together to withdraw their membership from Igbo community. These are the documents they present to Igbo community regards to their withdrawal from Igbo community. That was 4th April 2014. And since then, those people have been doing everything possible to seek to tarnish the image of whatever we are doing to promote the Igbo tradition and culture. Based on that, anytime we are about to have this festival, issues of this nature or anything thereabout will crop up since 2017. And at the same time, these same people has taken Igbo community or all Nigerian community to court, to circuit court. These are the documents. And the case is still pending there. The case is still pending there. We are still going back on the 24th of this month regards to all these issues. So we are not surprised that they can formulate this kind of information just to tarnish the image of what we are doing. So I have many documents here. I learned there is a press release I saw somewhere they made that Igbo chief or Yaweze was not done by Igbo community. This is the certificate given to him when we did the election at Igbo community meeting. It was not done privately. It was done right inside the meeting place. When I was not the president of Igbo community as at then, it was one of our brother, High Chief Onyema Ndarako, who was the president of Igbo community by then. Yes. So, and these are certificate of Igbo community. This certificate here dates back to 2008. 2008. This is the original copy of Igbo certificate, 2008. And this is one we are using, Igbo community Accra, Ghana. Before we came up with we write to Igbo community Ghana. This is original certificate. Our brother that lost the election with our Eze, at a point he was also parading himself as Eze in Ghana here to some people, those who were supporting him. Within that period, this is Ministry of Chieftaincy Affairs. This document is from Ministry of Chieftaincy Affairs, wrote to him to desist from parading himself as Eze or as chief of the Igbos. That person conducted election or complete election with our Eze. These are documents that are openly in the public domain. These documents were signed by Nedo Dusaki from recognition of Eze Chukwudi Ihenetu. This is on behalf of the Ghana Traditional Council. I didn't read this date far back as 31st October 2013. It is not today's date. And these are the fake documents that our brother was giving to people he wanted to grant chiefs, which we stopped him from. These are documents that are in public domain. Okay. I believe, and what the book I have here is the Igbo Community Minutes book as far back as 2008. It's the Igbo Community Minutes book as far back as 2008. So whoever that is somewhere writing the Igbo community, that is why we are even still at the court, circuit court, for the court to confirm all these things we are discussing here. So I want to thank you so that you help us to clarify all this message going around. I believe strongly that they are the people that has masterminded it to bring bad blood against what we normally do every September of the year. The New Yam Festival issue is an annual festival done by Igbos in every part of the world. It's not only in Ghana. Thank you very much.
All right, so let's just move in the place. We'll try and get copies of all the documents that have been exhibited here. And then two, the king